I'm going to tell you a secret today. And if you completely realize this secret, you will feel so much more free, so much more grateful, so much more alive. And this is especially for the people that have not been feeling alive lately, that have been wondering why they haven't felt lately like they felt like they when they were a child. So free, so excited, so much joy, so much passion. And that tapered off, and now they don't really feel anything. And they are more thinking all the time. So what I'm going to tell you today is very interesting, and it can change your entire perspective on your problems and on how you're feeling. So please stay tuned and watch to the end of this video, because this can bring a big realization into your life. So what am I talking about? I am talking about that we are resisting how we are feeling. And what do I mean with this? Let's say we are fearful. Let's say you are fearful and you're anxious, or you have a negative feeling that you don't want to be feeling. What we do in the moment if we have a negative feeling that we don't want to be feeling is we reject the negative feeling. We reject the negative feeling, right? We push it away. We put it down. We don't want to feel it. But what we are really doing is we cannot choose that we don't want to feel the negative feelings, but we do want to feel the positive feelings of love, excitement, passion, and gratefulness. Our mind and our body cannot make a difference between those feelings. For our minds, it is feeling in general. So what we are doing is we are suppressing feeling in general. When we are rejecting fear, rejecting a feeling of fear in our body, or a feeling of angriness or negative thoughts or sadness in our body, what we're doing is we're not only suppressing and pushing down the negative feeling, we're pushing down feeling in general. So what this means is we're also pushing down excitement, joy, love, freedom, peace, all this stuff. We're all pushing it down. So that's the reason we don't feel so good, so loving, so cheerful anymore when we were children, because we are pushing down the negative feelings, because we have the belief that we cannot let it be there. We cannot accept this. So what happens is we push down every feeling, and out of nowhere we're pushing down every feeling, and now we're not feeling anything anymore, but this energy we have still needs to go somewhere. So boom, if we're not feeling, it goes to our mind, and it keeps our mind busy. Boom, boom, boom. Because what I noticed is if I'm not feeling my emotions and I'm not feeling and in tune with my body and my emotions, my thoughts get way more active. So I'm not connected with how I'm feeling, so I'm gonna be here. You're not in your body, so you're in your mind. So you're going to be in these negative thoughts most of the time, because these busy thoughts you get are most of the time built on this negative feeling. So if you're not willing to acknowledge it, you're getting caught in the negative thoughts that are linked with this feeling. So what happens if we push down how we're feeling is we get crazy stuck in these negative thought loops. We get crazy stuck in them, maybe for years. Some people get even stuck in these negative thoughts and these strict and stressful egos for their whole life. So we don't want to do this. We don't want to do this. Please realize this. You don't want this. So what we need to be doing is we need to acknowledge and feel these negative feelings, how we're feeling. And I know it can be scared at the beginning. I know it can be scared, and I know it can be overwhelming. I've had times in my life where I thought I would never get out of this rut. I would never get out of these negative feelings. But that's also just a thought. That's the thing. It's also just a thought. So go into this feeling. Let yourself feel it. And don't try or need to fix it. You don't need to change any of it. If you feel this negative feeling, the thing we can do is we breathe towards it. We do a breathing exercise and we let ourselves feel it. We let ourselves be there. We embrace it, and we even try to be a little bit more kind towards ourselves. Be a little bit more loving towards the feeling. The negative feeling, we don't want to see this thing as I'm saying like, okay, we need to see the negative feeling like we need to solve it. You don't need to solve it. You just let it be there. You just let yourself sink in it. You just love the feeling. You embrace it with love. You embrace it yourself with kindness. Maybe you say some kind things towards yourself, and okay, it can be super painful. Maybe you cry, and maybe you get super sad and all this stuff, but this is the releasing of all these negative thoughts you kept hidden from yourself. And this is what is needed to live a life full of freedom and to go back to the state of excitement and passion we had when we were kids. It's the releasing of all these negative and heavy thought patterns and negative feelings, and we can do this through being more kind and loving towards ourselves. And this is the one secret. Not running away from your feelings anymore and not pushing it down, because you're pushing every feeling down and you're also not going to feel good anymore. So we let it be, we let ourselves feel it, and we embrace the negative feeling with love, even how difficult it is. And we don't need to solve it in one time. We don't need to solve it. We just let ourselves feel it. And you can notice directly, or maybe after a little while, how this can change your life and how this is going to make your life so much better, so much more present, so much more free, and so much more peaceful. So I hope I drove this point home for you guys. I hope this makes sense. If you support this message, well, support this message. If you recognize this message in yourself and you feel like subscribing, you can do it. And I don't like this fucking pitch at the end of the video of like subscribe to the channel and like the video. So do whatever you want and just enjoy your life, and I'll check you in the next one. Pow!